All right, guys, what's going on, y'all? I know I took a little bit break from the podcast, but I'm back. Gonna be starting to do these hopefully weekly, bi-weekly. I'll see how I sort out the schedule. But today's not gonna be too long of an episode. Just want to get back into the swing of things. Just want to establish where I've been, what the plans are for 2023, and what's it gonna look like going forward. Okay, so just starting off, I missed all. I missed doing this podcast. I had to take a break. I need to finish. I had to finish my journalism diploma last year. I'm currently doing my sport journalism diploma in a graduate program. So hopefully, when that's finished, I can start cranking out more of these. And I plan, like I was saying in the beginning, I plan on getting more guests like each week. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking for a guest for the podcast each week. If I can't do that, maybe I'll bring on some friends, do a little bit of debates, keep it entertaining, keep it lively. I just don't want to be like talking at you guys, just me. I want it to be something that listeners will be able to enjoy and get something out of, something different from the other podcasts. But this is just going to be kind of like an establishing podcast, like I said, where I've been. And there's a few things I did want to talk about NBA related wise, So now that that's out of the way, where I've been, just look forward to me hopefully having some guests on, some notable guests, anyone that really I think can provide a proper insight to what I want to talk about. Maybe, just to recap, maybe I will do some kind of first take undisputed style debates with my friends. I've always been interested in that, maybe bringing that to Twitch, doing like Twitch lives. We'll see how that goes. Okay, all right, so quickly I just want to jump into what is going on with the Raptors, because I feel like not a lot of media or outlets are talking about this. We're so focused on what's going on in LA, what's going on with the Warriors, what's going on this, what is going on with the Raptors. Like, just so you guys can see what I mean. Okay, let me pull this up. I have the stats right here. So I'm looking at the team overall, okay? So the Raptors pace, they're 27th this is out of 30 teams, okay? 27th. Field goal percentage, 29th. 3-point field goal, 26th. 3-point field goal percentage, 30th. This is actually insane. I saw they're first in turnovers. They're also first in steals, so I guess that's good, but bro, I don't know what is causing these shooting woes. From watching the games and from seeing, it's very streaky. It's very streaky, and I think a big change needs to happen. Like, I think, what did Fred drop the other day? I think it was like 30 plus, but like, you can never trust it, And Scotty is now only finding his groove again. At the beginning of the season, this guy was getting torn apart, and for the last couple games, he's been playing pretty nice, but I think there needs to be a big trade that needs to happen because I've been writing a few articles on untappednorth.com. You guys can go check it out, about where this team needs to be. And, this team is stuck in what I like to call NBA purgatory. If I've mentioned that on the podcast before, it's basically where you're not good enough to win a chip, but you're not horrible enough to be like top 5 lottery pick, unless like the gods bless you. But they need to do something. They either need to start tanking, hopefully go after Victor, or they need to make a trade that puts them back in. I don't know, because, the Raptors are always that X player away from being a chip team, from being a championship team. That's why Kawhi was so profound to the Raptors when he came here, because that's what they needed to get over the hump, and I feel like if Kawhi stayed, they would have went straight back to the finals. I don't know if they would have beat those Lakers, but maybe, who knows, and they could have been contending up until now. So what trade could they possibly make? I've heard rumblings of 2 picks from the Lakers. 2 picks from the Lakers and Westbrook for, I think it's OG Gary Trent. No, it's Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent, I think. No, I don't think this doesn't help the Raptors, and it doesn't make them a championship team. Like, you're just making that trade for the sake of making a trade. I feel like if you get rid of Fred VanVleet and you get rid of, say, like someone like Gary Trent, or you get rid of someone like OG. I heard OG and Pascal maybe, but you're going to need something good. I heard rumblings of talking to the Suns for Ayton, but I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about Ayton right now, because, listen, Ayton's a good center. He's a solid center, but he's not what the Raptors need, especially with their shooting woes right now. I just read you guys the stats. He doesn't space the floor at all. His defense is all right. His offense, I don't think his offense is that great. So I don't know what exactly he brings to the Raptors that they don't already have, And it's kind of be like in the playoffs when the game slows down, he's not much of a difference maker. Maybe if they trade for CP3, he can kind of help them, give them the boost they need, but I don't see that happening either. When I'm telling you, I don't know what possible trade the Raptors can make. I trust in Masai, and I trust he can, he has a lot of assets there. He has OG, maybe Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, and I'm pretty sure he can make something happen by the trade deadline, because right now I don't know what the Raptors are trying to do. It doesn't look like they're trying to tank. They're trying to win games, but okay, you're not. That's my whole thing. There needs to be a sense of direction with the team, and I don't feel a sense of direction with the team. That's my only issue, and a lot of people have gripes with that, and a lot of people say, they're just playing. They're coming out here to win games. Yeah, but you're gonna win games. You're gonna go to playoffs, and then you're gonna run headfirst into the Bucks or something. The Bucks, the Celtics, the 76ers, and you're gonna get eliminated. You don't want to be stuck where you were when it came to the LeBron era, the LeBron Cavs era. Those teams were really good. Those Raptors teams were really good, but they didn't have that player to get them over the hump. Maybe it can be Siakam, but we need a better supporting cast that can shoot the ball. I don't know what happened to the Raptors. I don't know what is going on there. We'll see. We'll see what Masai does, and we'll see what happens, hopefully before the trade deadline. I heard something will happen. You saw the CJ McCollum quote the other day. There's he's basically tampering at this point, but I think a trade is happening. Something maybe with the Pelicans. I don't know what we'd even give up. I don't think they'd give up Ingram. Maybe we can try and get CJ McCollum. I know Zion and Ingram are probably untouchable. My best bet is something for McCollum. But even McCollum himself can be streaky, but I've seen he's been hooping this season, so maybe he can carry that over onto the Raptors, provide some help for Siakam, take off the pressure a little bit. We'll see what happens from there. And the other thing, bro, the Lakers. You guys know me. I'm a LeBron fan. Watching this has just been hurting me. Watching these games have just been hurting me, because it is I'm not putting blame on any of these players. I'm not saying Westbrook is the cause, or LeBron is the cause, or AD is the cause for these troubles, okay? Yes, I understand this roster was constructed the way it is. I didn't agree with it. I still don't agree with it. Yes, we got Westbrook, but he's playing nice off the bench, but it's not what we needed to get over the chip. We just needed a healthy AD, number one, and we needed shooters around them. As long as you give LeBron shooters that can hit the shots around him, play some defense, we're fine. We have AD, we're fine. I don't know what was going through on the management's head when they went to push for Westbrook. This was never going to be a good fit, and I'm not saying Westbrook is a bad player. He is not a bad player. He's an amazing player. Look what he's doing coming off the bench. It is just not a good fit. Now maybe we can keep him coming off the bench to keep that scoring going, but like the Raptors, the Lakers have some depth issues, I like to say. LeBron is out here putting up 48, 8, and 11 in these games. He's putting up triple-doubles, 50-point games. He's less than 300 points away from breaking Kareem's record, and we're going to break it with a losing record, not even making the playoffs. Come on now. Do I think LeBron will leave if they don't make the playoffs? Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think he will leave, and that's not me trying to knock him or anything. I'm a LeBron fan, like I said, but listen, he is 38. He is 38. I need to even think about passing Michael Jordan. Say he three-peats, he's gonna be 41. So, rings wise, So I don't think he's gonna pass Jordan in rings, but if he wants a chance at one more, with the current state of the Lakers, I don't think this team is not going to get it done. And that's not a knock to any of these players. They're all phenomenal, but it's just not constructed well. This team is not built well. AD is, and again, it's not a knock on him, but his health is a big concern. When he was healthy, for those stretch of games, he was dropping 35 plus, and he outplayed Giannis. That's what AD can be, fully healthy. He's a top 5 player in this league. He's an MVP in this league, fully healthy. And the Lakers were winning games. That's what I'm saying. All you need is LeBron, healthy AD, and shooters, And I think they're winning the chip. I think nobody's touching them. A healthy Lakers, nobody's touching them. Especially with LeBron still doing these things at his age, still dropping 30 plus a game. Like he shouldn't have to do it, but he's still gonna do it just because he's LeBron. And it generally sucks to see. It 100% sucks to see. And speaking of LA too, the Clippers, like what's going on there? What is like I haven't watched much Clippers games this season, so I can't speak on it. I know Kawhi and Paul George have dealt with their issues, but like this has got to be a monumental like finesse from OKC, right? For Paul George or whatever. This has to be a monumental finesse because they tripped a boatload of picks shy for just Paul George, and now Shy. I saw a stat the other day. It's like Shy has more points this season combined than Kawhi and Paul George this season, which is insane. And I think it was like these Clippers have only played like 91 games together fully healthy, so it's not their fault. But damn, bro, that went down the tunnel fast. I really think Kawhi should have stayed on the Raptors. I think everything started going downhill as soon as he left, and I get he wanted to go home. I get he wanted to play for his hometown, but you had an entire country supporting you, bro. You had a full cast waiting for you, a full supporting cast, core, young cast, best defense in the league, could take on Golden State, and probably could contend with the Lakers the next season in the bubble. So I don't know why you left to the Clippers. Well, I guess because you wanted to go home just to get destroyed. And then you went to the wrong LA team just to get destroyed by a white boy who plays on the Mavericks. It's insane. It is insane. Luka is, I hope he wins MVP this year. He's my second favorite player behind LeBron. I'm so happy for him, averaging damn near 30 a game. Like it seems like what we're doing on this podcast is just talking about how bad these supporting casts are, because I need Luka to get some help on the Mavs. I'm sorry, Christian Wood is not enough. They lost Jalen Brunson for some reason, then signed him to a max contract, but he is balling out. Like he is hooping. Don't get me wrong. Jalen Brunson is hooping. He proved me wrong, but still, Luka needs some help. Otherwise, I think he will walk too. I don't know exactly who they could get. Maybe I have to look at the free agents list upcoming this year. The only one I know with an expiring contract is Westbrook, but other than that, the Mavs need to hold on to that boy. Maybe LeBron will go there. Maybe LeBron will force his way to trade to the Mavs. Imagine Luka and LeBron on the same team. That'd be insane. That would be insane. But I guess they're both high usage players, right? Like with the ball. So I don't know. And who I got winning the chip this year too is it's hard. It's actually really hard. I don't think Golden State's gonna repeat. Just the state of their team right now is not it. I do not believe in the Celtics. I don't believe in the Celtics. I'm gonna give it to the Bucks. I think the Bucks will. Well, I think Giannis will get his second chip this year. And my underdog, if the Lakers make it into the playoffs, they'll win it. that's my wild card pick. But I think if I'm going for sure, I'm gonna tell you guys the Bucks are winning the chip this year. I feel like Giannis has that it factor, But let me circle back to like the LeBron situation with him forcing a trade. I think the best situations for him to go to is either going back home to Cleveland or going to South Beach, Miami. I think teaming up with Bam and Jimmy, and having the shooters like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Obviously, some trades will happen, but I think fitting in that Miami culture where players just want to win and having a good supporting cast, especially with Jimmy to take that load off LeBron in the playoffs, I'm telling you, that would be an amazing fit for him. And if he does want to trade out, I really hope he does go back to South Beach. Cleveland's solid. They got D Mitch and everybody, but I don't know. I don't know if they want to do that. First of all, I don't know if they want to break up that core they got going on there to just get LeBron back in there. If it means a chip, then yeah, but who knows, who knows what even happens. Like Lakers need to do something, and they need to do something fast. And that's like really what I really have for the LeBron thing. Like it just hurts. It just hurts to see as a LeBron fan, like kind of just he's out of his prime now, but just these last few years that he's still being productive and he's still putting up these points, and it's kind of getting wasted. And yes, he did have a say in this roster, but it's like you don't know when players are gonna become just not it. You don't know that when you're choosing and picking who to bring on the team. So we'll see what happens. If you ask me, Westbrook should have been traded by now. And again, that's not a knock on Westbrook. That is just you need players that fit better with LeBron. And just because you haven't done this trade, it makes people hate Westbrook more, and it opens him up to unfair criticism, if you ask me. Like, it puts him in a spotlight that he doesn't need to be in. Like, yeah, he wants to play for LA or whatever, but it's like, you're not trading him, so you're playing him. It doesn't fit well, so the fans are going to get on him regardless. And it's basically like you're setting him up in a way. I think you should just, at this point, just trade him. I mean, you're saving him, you're protecting his mental health, you're making the team better. I don't know what is going on over there, and I'm telling you, LeBron is getting frustrated. Like, he's getting frustrated. We're about to hit the All-Star break, and they're still not. I don't think they have a positive record yet. They're like damn near. Let me check on my phone real quick here. I just want to see where they are in the standings. Let me hit back real quick. Yeah, they're 13th out of 15th right now. 24. Like 20 wins, 24 losses. Right behind the Phoenix Suns for some reason. And they're another train wreck. I don't know what happened to them. I get D-Book is being out, so that's leading to it, but they were not looking like the same team we saw last year. You know, I guess because Jay Crowder left too, and they're one of the most hated teams in the league right now. I see a lot of people celebrating their downfall, but who I'm really focusing on right now is the Timberwolves. I don't know why they sent a haul, and this is what held up free agency. You know, with the Kevin Durant situation, they sent a haul for Rudy Gobert, thinking this is it. You know, this is what's gonna get us the chip. You got this guy Cat saying championship or bust. I get Rudy's a nice center, y'all, but he's not the key. He's not Timberwolves' key. He's not the answer to their problems. Okay, he doesn't provide any shooting. He's kind of like Ayton. Nice defense. Don't get me wrong, nice defense, but I think his defense been lacking this year too. I think it was like a random had more blocks than him, was averaging more blocks than him. And you saw last year, this is what I want to point out too, like, you can't say you're winning defensive player of the year, you're one of the best defensive players, if you're being specifically targeted in the playoffs. And I need y'all to understand me what I mean when I say that. You're Rudy Gobert, you're a big man, and Luka is calling you out in the pick and rolls. He's getting you to switch onto him, and he's going at you. Not just taking step back threes over your head. He's going at you in the paint. He's making layups on you. And the Timberwolves are just looking at this and saying, yep, you know what? That's it. That's it right there. That's what I want. So it's no surprise to me that they're not doing well at all. Maybe blow up the team at the end of this year. I don't think they get any better from here, especially unless you move Gobert. Keep the core of D'Lo, Ant, and Cat. That was an amazing big three you could have had. Surround that with players again. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what made them think this was it. This was the key. Because now you got two big men. You're clogging the paint with one. And his offense is not great. His defense is spectacular. Don't get me wrong, but like maybe they're thinking we have so many offensive weapons, like it makes up for the lack of Gobert. But these guys are what, like 10th? Seen them right above the Phoenix Suns the other day, or like right now. Yeah, they're 9th, 20, and 23. Let me see what their stats are looking like. The team stats itself. So they're 7th in pace, which isn't bad. They're 21st in 3-point field percentage. 20. They have the best. Well, not, I don't want to say the best. They have two of the best centers in the NBA. Let's say that, okay? Two of the best centers, two of the top 10 centers in the NBA, and they are 26th in rebounds. They are 25th in offensive rebounds. They are. Oh, they don't get a lot of turnovers. That's pretty nice. But what's going on with those rebounds there? Is there a stat for blocks? No, I can't see blocks. Yeah, so offensive rating 19th out of 30. Defensive rating 13th out of 30, which isn't bad. That's pretty solid, actually. But what's going on with those boards right there? Don't ask me, okay? I just think they need to move Gobert. I don't think they get any better than this. I think if they even get into the playoffs, I think it's a first round exit for them. I don't think anyone is scared of them. I think they take 1 or 2 games off the first team they play, but nothing more than that. I think Cat was just lying when he said championship or bust. It is what it is. But anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all for listening to this episode. More of many to come later this year. I'm going to try securing interviews. I'm going to reach out to how many people I can, okay? How many people I can. Retired NBA players, agents, coaches, whoever, analysts, anybody I can reach out to that I can speak to. I've done a few interviews with Lucas Weiss, Richard Stewart. Those were really fun. I really love those, and they provide a lot of insights that, I haven't really seen, because I'm now trying to break onto the scene. So thank you guys so much for listening. Remember to follow this podcast on Spotify if you want to see more. If you want to see my gorgeous face, check out my YouTube channel. I post actual videos there. Should be on Apple Music as well. And thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see y'all next time.